Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to this video. And I am here to ask you a little question. Have you ever found yourself confused about when do you have to use have played or when do you have to use was playing or when do you have to use am playing or when do you have to use will be playing? So, have you ever found yourself in a state where you're confused like what to use? Don't worry, you are not alone. I understand tenses can be a little tricky, but once you understand their structure, they will become incredibly simple and powerful. So, in today's video, as you can see here on the screen, we will be studying about tenses. We'll break the concept into present, past, and future tense, and more importantly, how each of them is further divided into four key aspects: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. We'll look at what each of these means in plain English, explore with real life examples, and I'll also help you understand when and how to use them correctly. Clear? So we will move forward in this video. So this is our crash course that will be starting from 1st of July. You can opt for ASCAT, NDA, CDS, CDS, OTA 2, whichever exam you're preparing for. Just take a small course, try for 60 days, 45 days, and I assure you, you will be able to give your best in the exam. Okay? Try contacting our team using this number, or also you can use the email ID mentioned here. Let's move forward with our today's topic. Okay, so here we see we use tenses to talk about time, whether something happened in the past or whether something happened in present. Is something happening right now, or will it happen in future? So there are basically three types of tenses that you can see here. Okay, just a second. Okay, so we have three types of tenses: past, present, and future. So when we talk about present tense, we say that some action that is happening right now. Okay. When we talk about past, we say that any action that has already happened, right? When we say future, we say that actions that will happen. Okay. But here's the fun part that each tense is divided into four different forms. Let's understand what they are. So first we have is simple. When we talk about simple, we say in simple tense just tells us what the action is. It doesn't say whether the action is complete or not. It simply mentioned the action. Nothing is said about whether the action is complete or not. For example, I can say, I play football. Just a statement that has been said. Or habit, or routine, or universal truth. In past simple also I can say I played football, right? In future I can say I will play football. Okay, let's see the next one. Next we have is continuous. When we talk about continuous tense, we also say that this is a progressive tense. Okay, why progressive? Because it shows that the action is ongoing and not complete. The action is still not complete, it is ongoing. That is why it is said as progressive. If we talk about present continuous, I can say I am playing football, right? If I say past continuous, I can say I was playing football, right? If I talk about future continuous, I can say that I will be playing football. Clear? And the action is still going on. In the future also, sometime in the past also, and right now also, the action is still going on. Next we have is perfect tense. When I say perfect tense, I can tell that the action is complete. Okay? But it's connected to a certain time, either now or in the past or in future. So if I talk about present perfect, I can say I have played football, right? Done now. The work is done. If I talk about past tense, I can say I had played football. Okay. Had played says that done before something else in the past. Okay. If I talk about future perfect, I can say I will have played football. Okay. It shows that will be done before a time in the future. So it focuses on completion and timing. There we use perfect tense. So the next type that we have is perfect continuous. This might be one that sounds a little complex, but it's really interesting. So the action is going on continuously over a long period of time and is yet to be finished. The perfect continuous shows that an action started in the past and is still going on or went on for a very long time. And we want to show how long it's been happening. Okay, I'll give you examples. For example, if I talk about present perfect continuous, I can say I have been playing football. I have been playing football for 2 hours, right? If I talk about past perfect continuous, okay, I can see I had been. ठीक है पास्ट में हम had यूज करते हैं I had been playing football before you called again sometime. Okay, if I talk about future, I can say I will have. Okay, I will have been playing football for 2 hours by the time you arrive. So basically, this tense highlights the duration of an action. Okay, so this was the introduction for all the four types of tenses that we have, subtypes of tenses that we have. And today in this video, we will specifically focus on the, I'll show you, present tense. Okay, so the first part of the present tense is simple present. And when I say simple present, again, the action is just mentioned. We don't know if it's finished or still happening. It is used only for habits, okay, facts, routines, and universal truth. So basically, the simple aspect of tense focuses on timeless or habitual actions. No detail is given about the completeness or duration of the activity. Okay, whether the task is complete or when did it start, when did it end, nobody knows about it. Okay, just mentioning the facts. So the rule that we have here is we use he, she, it, single name, verb ka first form, s or es can be used. We can also use they, you, I Plural में verb का first form. This is the rule that we use for simple present. Okay. Also, we use it to express a habitual action. For example, anything that I do regularly. I wake up. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Okay. She drinks tea. See the tense. She drinks tea every morning. They go to the gym thrice a week. He always forgets his keys. You call your mom every Sunday. See, this is the habit that I'm expressing here, right? Something that is done every day. To express the universal truth, facts that are always true. For example, general truth or scientific facts also can be used here. The sun rises in the east. Okay. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The earth revolves, right, around the sun. Human beings need oxygen. Ice melts. An exclamatory sentence starting with, okay, this is a little typing error. Here and there. Okay, here also, this there will be used. Okay, here and there to express water is actually taking place in the present. For example, anything that is used to show how surprised or excited you are in the present. We can also use it to express immediate reaction or perception. Perception or reaction. Okay, now let's see the examples. Here comes the train. Exclamatory mark. Okay. If I say, there goes the bus. Simple present. Exclamatory mark. Okay. If I say, here he arrives. Okay. Exclamatory mark. If I say, there she walks in. Okay. She walks in. Exclamatory mark. Okay. Now let's see the next one. To indicate a future event that is a part of a plan or an arrangement. Future event that is already pre-planned. Okay. We can use simple present there. Scheduled future events are sometimes expressed using the present simple for clarity. That is why we use the simple present tense here. For example, the train leaves at 6 a.m. Okay. Leaves at 6 a.m. Okay. For example, again, any future event, if we say, okay, the movie starts at 8 p.m. Okay, future event. Again, something that is already pre-planned. The shop opens at 10 a.m. Right? One very common sentence, let me use. School opens at 8 a.m. Clear? See how future event that is already planned are used in simple present. Okay. So now let's see the next rule, that is to introduce quotations. Used to say what someone says. We always use a simple present. Literally and academic writing uses present simple to introduce direct speech. You might have learned about direct and indirect speech as well. There we always use says, right? And then inverted commas. This is where we use the simple present. For example, she says, I am happy. Okay. See how I have used the simple present. Again, if I say, he says, I will try harder. Okay. Can you see how I am using the simple present? For example, she always says never give up. My teacher says honesty is the best policy. Any sentence where we have to use the quotations or what the speaker has said, in direct speech, we always use simple present. Clear? So let's move forward with the next part of the tense. We have present continuous. Okay. So present continuous, the first thing we use here is to express action that is going on at the time of speaking. Something that is happening right now, ongoing action taking place at the time of speaking. For example, I am talking to you. Right now it is happening. Yeah, I am teaching you all. Okay, understood? He is eating dinner. We are learning English. See how we are using the present continuous? Okay. Next is to express a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. Like something happening around this time, but not right now. Okay. Something happening around this time used for temporary or ongoing actions that are not habitual. But the action is still happening. For example, see the example. I am staying with my aunt this week. Right? Something that is a temporary action actually happening when I am speaking. She is working. See again. She is working on a new project these days. Okay. And I can also say we are learning French, though we are learning English, but just to give you an example. He is reading a novel these days. Okay. Is reading a novel these days. So see how we have used to express a temporary action. It is not a habit, but still going on. Next we have here is it also represents future action or a definite arrangement in the near future. For example, like something that is already planned for the future. Okay. Also, like any future event with confirmed arrangement or decision. So there we can use present continuous. For example, I am meeting my friend. Now put a future day here tomorrow. Okay. Again, she is flying to London. Now putting a future date next week. Okay. Again, planning a future thing. We are going for dinner tonight. See how I've used present continuous to say something that is going to happen in the future. They're shifting to Delhi next month. Okay. He's attending a seminar next week. Few more examples, right? Now let's see. When the reference is to a particular obstinate habit, present continuous is used. Instead of simple present, an adverb like always, constantly, etc. is also used. If I explain it, we can also say that it is used to complain about somebody's annoying behavior. Okay. Or it shows recurring or irritating behavior using continuous tense plus adverb. Okay. Continuous tense plus adverb. For example, he is always forgetting things. See how I'm complaining here. Okay. Again, another sentence. She is constantly complaining, right? Ing again. Okay. Again, if I want to say, again, another complaint. They are always arriving late, and he is forever teasing his sister. See how I'm using it to complain? You are always interrupting me, right? In these cases, we always use present continuous tense. The following verbs are normally used in the simple present instead of present continuous. Okay. The next we have here is present perfect. If we talk about present perfect, we can say it is used to indicate completed activities in the immediate past. It is a mixture of present and past. It always implies a strong connection of past with the present tense. So, I can say that something is done and it matters now. There I have to use present perfect. Or completed actions influencing the present situation. For example, I have lost my keys. I still can't find them. Okay. Telling us some completed action still influencing the present. She has she has finished her homework. So now she's free. Okay. We have missed the bus. Okay. What does it say? That now we are late. Okay, see how these all sentences influence the present. If I say he has broken his leg, so I can say that he can't walk. Okay, influencing the present. Now, the most important point is that it is used in the past actions whose time is not given or not definite. So when we don't say exactly when something happened, tense is used for unspecified past events with relevance. Unspecified past event not defined, for example, I have seen that movie, does not know the time. Okay. She already visited Jaipur. Okay. Or she has visited Jaipur. Or they have gone to USA. Have gone to USA. I can also say we have tried this before. Have tried this before. Or he has never eaten sushi. Okay, talking about a time which is not definite. It is used with the adverbs like ever, just, recently, already, yet, so far, of late, lately, by the time, etc. So, with specific adverbs, words that signal recent actions or experience. Collocates with adverb that enhances temporal vagueness. For example, with just, I can say I have just eaten. Okay, already. Okay. I can say she has already left, right? See, there's another word, yet. Have you finished your homework yet? If I say ever, see, I can say, have you ever seen a lion? Okay, using present perfect. Have you ever been to zoo? Lately, we have a word here. Let's see. I can say, I have felt tired lately. Okay. It can never be used with the words like last, ago, yesterday, before, back, formerly, fixed time, etc. We never use it with these specific past time words. Present perfect avoids definite time expressions typically of the simple past. Okay. So we are not using them. I cannot say I have met him yesterday. That will be incorrect. I cannot say she has gone to Delhi last week. That will be incorrect. I can say I met him yesterday. Okay. See, I've changed the verb. I cannot say I have met. That will be wrong. Okay. I can say she went to Delhi last week. Okay. I cannot say she has gone to Delhi. Okay. This will be incorrect. Okay. Let's see next. So this was the tenses for today. We have covered the simple, we have covered the present tense, and you can use them in your everyday uh, usage. You can use them in your vocabulary. You can use them whenever you're talking to somebody. Okay. These tenses are very important. Also, this is the end of our video. So this is the end of our video. It was just the introduction for present tense and the four aspects of present tense. Next time, whenever we are meeting, we are doing the next part of the tense because understanding these basic in the first step towards speaking and writing English more clearly and confidently. Okay. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more grammar lessons and language tips. Also, remember, practice makes perfect. So keep learning, keep practicing. You will be a grammar pro in no time and keep speaking in English.